Active and passive voice. The voice shows whether the subject of a verb acts or is acted upon. There are two forms of voice: the active voice, the passive voice. The active voice. The verb is said to be in the active voice when the subject acts as dogs kill cats. Mohit is eating apples. The passive voice. The verb is said to be in the passive voice when the subject is acted upon as cats are killed by dogs. Apples are being eaten by Mohit. From the above sentences, it is clear that when a sentence is in the active voice is changed into the passive voice, the following changes occur. The object of the verb in the active voice becomes the subject of the verb in the passive voice, as cats and apples. The subject in the active voice becomes the object of some preposition by in the passive voice. In the passive voice, the verb to be in one of its forms, am, is, are, was, were, is used with the past participle of the transitive verb. Note: only transitive verbs can be used in the passive voice because an intransitive verb has no object. Study the following sentences. Simple present tense. Active voice, passive voice, is, am, are plus third form of verb. We like swimming. Swimming is liked by us. I do not like her. She is not liked by me. They help me. I am helped by them. Children buy toys. Toys are bought by children. Simple past tense. Active voice, passive voice, was, were, plus third form of verb. The hen laid an egg. An egg was laid by the hen. John did not take a photograph. A photograph was not taken by John. Arthur wrote the stories. The stories were written by Arthur. We bought clothes. Clothes were bought by us. Simple future tense. Active voice, passive voice, will, shall plus be plus third form of verb. We shall rebuild it. It will be rebuilt by us. She will like oranges. Oranges will be liked by her. They will not win the match. The match will not be won by them. You will help me. I shall be helped by you. Present continuous tense. Active voice, passive voice, is, am, are plus being plus third form of verb. I am writing a story. A story is being written by me. You are flying kites. Kites are being flown by you. She is not washing the clothes. The clothes are not being washed by her. Women are drawing water. Water is being drawn by women. Past continuous tense. Active voice, passive voice, was, were, plus being, plus third form of verb. The waiter was serving tea. Tea was being served by the waiter. You were catching a bird. A bird was being caught by you. He was not breaking strings. Strings were not being broken by him. Jane was sweeping the floors. The floors were being swept by Jane. Present perfect tense. Active voice, passive voice, has, have, plus been, plus third form of verb. Seema has seen you. You have been seen by Seema. You have solved the sums. The sums have been solved by you. He has not sold the horse. The horse has not been sold by him. They have received a parcel. A parcel has been received by them. Past perfect tense. Active voice, passive voice, had plus been plus third form of verb. She had already met him. He had already been met by her. I had finished my work before 7. My work had been finished by me before 7. The people had eaten all the sweets before the party began. All the sweets had been eaten by the people before the party began. Future perfect tense. Active voice, passive voice, will, shall have plus been plus third form of verb. I shall have read the book. The book will have been read by me. You will have played the cricket match. The cricket match will have been played by you. She will have done the home task by now. The home task will have been done by her by now. Transitive verbs having two objects. While changing a sentence that has two objects from active to passive voice, make one of the objects the subject. Study the following examples. Active voice, passive voice. I gave him a toy. A toy was given to him by me. He was given a toy by me. Your sister taught us English. English was taught to us by your sister. We were taught English by your sister. He told me a story. A story was told to me by him. I was told a story by him. Interrogative sentences. Active voice, passive voice. Does the child take milk? Is milk taken by the child? Were you shooting arrows? Were arrows being shot by you? Who broke the window pane? By whom was the window pane broken? Can you see the eagle? Can the eagle be seen by you? When did he close the shop? When was the shop closed by him? Imperative sentences. Active voice, passive voice. Obey your parents. Let your parents be obeyed. Your parents should be obeyed. Recite a poem. Let a poem be recited. A poem should be recited. Leave the room. You are requested to leave the room. Get up early in the morning. You are advised to get up early in the morning. Let us set to work. It is suggested that we should set to work. Passive to active voice. Passive voice, active voice. I am helped by Rajesh. Rajesh helps me. My horse had been sold by me. I had sold my horse. The bell had been rung by the peon before I reached the school. The peon had rung the bell before I reached the school. Had this place never been seen by you before? Had you never seen this place before? The clothes were being washed by him. He was washing the clothes.